Hi, it is Paul from Studyboy NZ, and yeah, I'm starting a new series. It's a series I wanted to do for quite a while, and it's yeah, paranormal, and I'm calling the series Ghost Reel. So pretty much, I've got notes here. Sorry, I'm just really investigating Ghost Reel. So I'm out and about today, so I'm just gonna shoot this video in stages, probably explaining what the series will be about. So pretty much, yeah, it'll be a variety of things. So obviously, videos like this where just when I talk about my thoughts will be in the series. Some investigations, both solo and with others, hopefully more and more as well, and maybe some interviews and stuff, and maybe reviewing some other explores people have done, and just giving my thoughts on that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what this series is going to be about. Okay, stupidly, it is, well, not stupidly, but it's King's birthday today, and so the specialty shops I want to be going to and looking at for some extra GoPro gear and stuff aren't open, which is a pain in the butt. The malls are open, which means other shops are, but they don't really have what I'm looking for. Yeah, so that's a sad me time. So what I'm gonna first question about this whole paranormal thing is, what are ghosts? And I've got a little description from AI right here. So I'm gonna read it to you if I can get my phone open. The scientific consensus is that paranormal is not real. There is no evidence or reproducible evidence. God, what an idiot when I speak. Reproducible evidence to prove the existence of ghosts, spirits, or the supernatural forces. Instead, science attributes these experiences to psychological environments and environmental environments. Many supernatural experiences can be explained by psychology and environmental triggers. So that's what AI is saying like that. So basically I'm going to look for in my investigations and looking into the paranormal, trying to get some of those things about what is evidence. Something that's reproducible. So I don't know, getting voices on tape, getting pictures of phenomenon. I guess that's part of that. So we'll make a checklist about what we want to see, and so basically when you see something, just looking to disprove it, that that's supernatural. Like, is it a vine scraping on a wall or something? When you hear scratching sounds, is it an animal? So obviously there's stuff you see and hear, and stuff that happens. So we write up a list on how to prove all this. My apologies, and also to disprove things. Well, yeah, I went into the mall, and that was quite a wasted trip as well. Excuse me 1 minute. Maybe a bit of a rainy day, but it's quite warm out there. Anyway, little orbit donuts. I love these things. They're so not good for you, but they taste really good. Anyway, so yeah, I've always been interested in the paranormal. I've got 3 ghost stories for you. Maybe a bit of a rainy day, but it's quite warm out there. Anyway, little orbit donuts. I love these things. They're so not good for you, but they taste really good. Anyway, so yeah, I've always been interested in the paranormal. I've got 3 ghost stories for you. Sorry for the interruption to this video. Just want to do a quick shout out to the 2 main men, and you'll find them on 12 Radio every Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 PM to 10 PM New Zealand Standard Time. Go check them out and give them a listen and give them support. Yeah, so it's the next day now. So I'm here at the wheel station, and then go and pick up something, and I'll do that, then I'll tell you my first ghost story. Yeah, back at the car. I needed some more wireless headphones. I've got some from my computer at home, but my cell phone, embarrassingly, I broke my last pair. I won't share how I did that. But anyway, my first ghost story. When I was about 7, I had to visit a farm sometimes with family, and one time everyone else at the back of this farmhouse, they're at the back of the shed having a barbecue. I went inside. I can't remember why I went inside, but I went into the lounge, and there's like 2 doors there, one heading into the kitchen and one heading down the hallway. Anyway, I got this sudden sense of someone walking into the room from the hallway, and I kind of got a feeling that sense or that thing didn't like me being there. So yeah, I took off outside to the barbecue area, and same farm. I was out the other end of the hallway, out the back other side of the house, outside. I picked up the farm cat, and suddenly had the same sense of someone coming down that hallway, except this time outside and looking at me and not liking me be there. The cat, at the same time, I got that sense, turned and looked at that hallway, then scratched me to get away. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't think that means proof or anything, but yeah, that's my first ghost story. Ghost story number 2. I was at an old house which was set up like a historic museum-y sort of thing, and I'd been shown around by the volunteer there, and another person showed up to look around. So I was left on my own, so I actually walked outside and down the steps into the garden, then came back and had another look around before leaving. But anyway, while editing the part where I had been left alone and walked down these steps, there's no one else around there, I heard a faint little mumble of a whisper. Unfortunately, stupidly, I deleted that footage. I said, nah, that's nothing. I deleted it. And yeah, so that's my second ghost story. I mean, I should have kept the footage. It may have been nothing. There may be, once again, it may be a simple explanation. But that's my second ghost story. Okay, last one. My last ghost or paranormal story. I should call it a paranormal story, I guess, rather than a ghost story. That was working as a teacher, an ECE teacher. I worked at a centre where there are two houses, and one day we closed up on the room where I worked, and I'd finished for the day, but we had a meeting at night, so I stayed on. But I went back to the side where I worked, to another little building. But as I walked back past one of the buildings there where I worked, I had a sound of like children dragging chairs. And what I should have done is bravely gone and checked, but I didn't. I just headed straight back for the main building. Yeah, so that's, obviously once again, you could just say that's imagination, you're hearing things, and that's fair enough. But it's just noises, maybe that's what it is. But yeah, that's my that's 3 of my stories.